Here's me. Hello, Patricia. How are you today? How are you? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Oh, did you have a good weekend? So, how are you doing, everybody? Good to see you. Oh, yes, sunny Algarve. You're so lucky. So lucky indeed. So, this session, people, at the moment, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. So this session is by donations only. If you want questions, it is $6.50. But if you want this tarot spread for the year ahead on the monthly, then it does last about 25 minutes. Can last longer. So this is for the year ahead, month by month, with the major arcana cards. Tarot's Talk, how are you, darling? So also, there's two decks that we're using for this year ahead spread. One is this one, so choose number one, or if you like the inner child, this is for this one. Okay, so that's that. Are you not very well? Are you not very well today? So yeah, so basically, if you do want a year ahead reading, it's donations on PayPal. Do choose friends and family. Why are you in bed, Tarot's Talk? Are you being lazy, or is it warmer? Is it just warmer? You just woke up? Really? Anjali, how are you today? Hiya, Val, how are you today? Could you do me a favor, Val? That's what we're doing. So in this particular session, this is all we're doing. No free questions, no free oracles. We're just waiting for people to do their beautiful month by month spread, either with the inner child cards, which are absolutely great. Well, obviously you need it, Tarot's Talk. You obviously needed it. Or there's the mystical tarot. So if you do want to see samples of this, you can go over to YouTube. It is being recorded on YouTube. So you'll be able to have this all year. So it's recorded. So your readings will be recorded and put on YouTube. Mad Soul Tarot is in the house. Whoop, whoop. Hiya, Georgia. How are you feeling today? So basically, this session is for people who want to catch up with their year ahead on a month-to-month basis. So, Patricia, how are you today? Living in the Algarve. So lucky. So lucky to be living in the Algarve. So normally I would do free oracle sessions in between questions. If anybody does want a question, then it is £6.50 for that. So if you've got a normal question that you want to have answered, it is only £6.50, payable on PayPal or Cash App. If anyone over there is doing a moderator and they want to know what's going on, the angle of the camera is rubbish, isn't it? Ooh. Right, okay. That's chronic. Today, the camera is chronic. Oh, well, it's what it is. Then can you tell people about the pinned comment? I ran out. No PayPal or Cash App. What you want about? Oh, you want one ahead. I'll do you one for free, Tarot Talk. I'm sure you've got a super chat at £1 million rupees. £1 million rupees for you. Yes, it is, Georgia. It's donations only. We're trying to do this because where's me walking stick? We're trying to do this for people to catch up, and it takes 25 minutes, so there's no point doing free because I've got to keep nagging people about this. Me one's gone. A point. Yeah, we're just doing that. So it'll probably be a quiet a million a million more rupees. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When we go to India, we can pretend we're very rich with all the rupees, definitely. So hopefully everyone's having a good start to the week. So I'm going to make a video at some stage, probably in November, about because that's how long it takes me to do things. Um, I'm going to highlight when the free sessions are going to happen. Um, and when the major sessions are going to happen, like donation readings only, but also like the moon session, that'll be obviously full moons, new moons, whatever moons, whatever it is. Oh dear! But also I'll be doing a few other things that will be a cheap donation, like £2. But this is a major one for people to actually embrace. So that's what we're doing today with that. But I will make a timetable of when the free sessions will happen. Probably, I think, around about 8 o'clock at night, every so often. When there's an X in the day, I don't know. I'll have to work it out, or at least stick to that goal. But obviously, in between there'll be surprise ones as well. But it just makes things a lot calmer. Um, calmer. Yeah. So, hi Val, are you well today? So, yeah, that's what's basically happening. Just a little bit calm. Yeah. So, I know it's going to be a quite a session, moderators, at this time because 20 to 1 is always quite quiet anyway. But it just gives a more kind of relaxed session. So if people do want the year ahead, month to month reading, then they can. Picking these cards as pack one, which are very nice. Obviously, I don't buy horrible cards. And the inner child ones as well, which is pack number 2. Okay. Hello, Becky. How are you today? Yes, I'll do the 80s retro disco ball readings just for Tarot's Talk and Mad Soul Tarot. So, Becky, we're not doing any free readings in this session. Yeah, go on. So, what we're doing, we're giving a chance for people who still haven't had their year ahead monthly, month by month reading of the major arcana. I haven't even done me one. I used to do one all the time for mine. Anyway, so that's what's going on. So it will be a particularly relaxed session, just telling people of the month to month ahead. It will be recorded on YouTube as we speak, so you'll be able to look. No, no, I'm not doing that now. Well, it's quiet. No, because I'm talking, and it's very private. So yeah. I don't mind you lot showing your dirty laundry out, but I'm not showing you mine. Um, so yeah, it will be recorded on YouTube for you to have a look at all through the year. So that's quite good. It is good, definitely. So we're just doing, if you're browsing or coming in, we're doing the year ahead reading month by month, 12 major arcana cards. You can choose pack number 1, which will be recorded on YouTube for you to listen to all year. So these are the major aspects which is going on. Or you can choose the inner child cards, which are a lovely set of cards for you to have by month reading. It is only $8.50 and it's 25 minutes long at least. So, yep. I don't know if Tarot's Talk is still there. No idea. So hopefully everyone's fine. We just got to do this for a few days because it'll be in the middle of January and people will be going, oh, it's the middle of January. Help, help. What's the difference between the cards? Well, these ones are based on normal tarot, the major arcana cards, but the inner child cards are major arcana, so they'll still have the flavor of the card that they represent, but they come with fairy tales. So when you have Hansel and Gretel, see, Hansel and Gretel being the lover's card. So at the back of the mind, when you're channeling, you will be channeling the lover's card. However, you will be relating to the Hansel and Gretel story within that. So within that, when we look at it, depending on who we're reading for, they might relate to a really good bond with a brother and sister. They might relate to how they overcame the witch. Light energy, how are you? And Happy New Year. So I absolutely love the inner child cards. I used to use these to face-to-face clients, and they absolutely love them, and I adore them to bits. Got the Mother Goose. So these are the major arcana cards. The Mother Goose, the Three Little Pigs is a wonderful story to relate to, and now you can see why it's going to take 25 minutes. And the other sessions are on YouTube. Do you want to be banned again or blocked, man? I'm just saying. I mean, you know, whatever. Yes, we know about the world. We know what happens within the world. It's just a lover's card. You know, it's all about choice. Do we go into that little gingerbread house, or do we stay away? Do we get on our mobile phone and go, oh, Dad, you left me in the woods? Right, and the Yellow Brick Road. Hey. Beauty and the Beast. And the Big Bad Wolf. So these are the inner child cards. And Jack and the Beanstalk. I'm not banning Mad Salt Arrow. Peter Pan. That's it. Hansel and Gretel. The Fairy Godmother. Little Red Cap. Sleeping Beauty. Crikey, I've got 2 people watching this. Wishing Upon a Star. The Midas Touch. Snow White. Cinderella. Our Guardian Angel. Oh. The Earth Child. And the Emperor's New Clothes. So as you can see, I mean, we had a donated reading but by someone the other day, and luckily she really liked fairy tales, and so I suggested to them to you know, read Alice in Wonderland and see which bits that really come out for that particular month, because it's very kind of so much in depth when you really look at the philosophy behind fairy tales. There's so much more. I mean, if you've ever, I don't know, Val, if you've actually read Beauty and the Beast, but that's about being so gentle and loving, and Beauty just loved the Beast so much. It was just a lovely story, and you think in the days that most of these fairy tales were written, it was quite harsh, very harsh. Because poverty, this is what happens. Oh, well, you need to read the book, really. The films are just whatever. But when you read something, you're really pausing and really reflecting on what is. Because when you're visually watching something, you're not really paying attention too much. I mean, some people are, but you miss what really. Oh, that's sweet. It is lovely. I mean, what sticks in my mind about the story is the rose garden, which I like, and the rose that fades. And it's quite sad to think, oh, I mean, that's real. I mean, I know Mad Soul's probably been sick in the bucket now, but it does emanate a lot of love, doesn't it? When that rose dies, and yeah, it is. It's all dark stuff. The originals are all dark. I mean, it's dark when it's being watered down. Yeah, no, it is very important to kind of, because when we read these things at certain parts of our life, it'll mean certain things, like we might relate to the beast and the prince. Oh, what a terrible thing to happen to him. And that means you'll be looking at the justice within your life and why has that happened. And, you can look at destiny. It was always going to happen that they were going to meet. And there's a lot of things underlining when you look at it in a spiritual way, and just ways of other things of looking at things. So each section and each chapter of these particular works of art is relevant to the time that it's being revealed to us. So it is really fascinating. So I love them because they're more in depth, and you can find out really what's going on with the person significantly. So people are just browsing through. We're still on the New Year monthly spread by spread major arcana cards, month by month. Takes about 25 minutes. Good morning, Louise. How are you today? You like that singing? I know you meant song. I'm just skitting you. Right. So at the moment, guys, if you do actually want this reading, it will be recorded on YouTube. So the whole message is, you don't want to know what. Yeah. So yeah, the wand is good. It's worn off a little bit because my crystals always are. And it's selenite, a very soft thingamajig. You don't know what's yeah. So this is the major arcana aspects of what we need to know. It's Louise. It's on a higher level. It's not like, oh yeah, you're going to get married in March the 2nd. You're going to get divorced on November the 11th. Your mummy's gonna, yeah. No, it's not that. It's on a spiritual journey. My readings. Good grief. If you want to see an example, if you go on YouTube and look at the last few sessions, you will see what it's like. So you'll see basically. So we use these cards as number 1, and then obviously 12 of them. Or people have chosen number 2 cards and the fairy tale inner child cards, these are called. So these are by fairy tales, and I was just explaining to Val how in depth they are. Like this Cinderella, particularly, is by her mother's grave. So this will have a signification to people who want to find out what's going on. Not that the mum's going to die. No. Oh, no. It means the relationship that's not there between mother. Anyway, it depends on who I'm reading for and what gets channeled down. Definitely. But yeah, so guys who are breezing through, this is the year ahead, January to December, guys. And it is by donations only. If people want to donate questions, we're up for that for £6.50 for questions, payable on PayPal or Cash App. Or if you want the year ahead, which is very good volume for 25 minutes at least, it's £8.50 on PayPal or Cash App. Or superchat was what? I forget what I put. You can indeed, Big Cleo. You certainly can. It is £6.50. Can you choose friends and family, please, Big Cleo? Thanks very much. And then we'll do you a question. Thank you. All right, Georgia, thanks a lot. Cup of tea, cup of coffee. Right. Oh, okay. If you don't have friends and family, that's fine. Yeah, I think you've had that problem before. It's weird, isn't it? No worries. I'll pay the fee. I'll pay your fee. So that's what we do. We pay fees. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Hello, Steph. How are you today? How are you? How are you? So in this particular session, we're only doing donations. For questions is £6.50, and we're still on this yearly spread, which was £8.50. Can you not do £6.50, please, for the PayPal fees? So, you can do six if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I can't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Big Cleo. Negotiation accepted. Yeah. Hello, people. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So at the moment, guys, we're doing donations only in this particular session. It is the year ahead, month by month, 25-minute reading. Or questions. Questions are by £6.50. You can have a choice of these cards. Number 1 or number 2 is the inner child cards. Now, do pop your question down, please. Thank you. Thank you. Right, we're just doing a question at the moment. Yeah, thank you. I got that, Big Cleo. What is your question today? Whoa, that fell away. That flew off. These fairies, they have a habit of. Oh. Right. Santa took your pennies. Now that's why my daughter says he's evil. Obviously. All right, let's have a look at that question. Right, let's have a look. Now, I don't know if you know, but it is quite weird, the modern culture. I watch these reality shows at times to keep up with you youngsters. And, you know, apparently you can date people for a long, long time, but it's like, and then it's still not girlfriend and boyfriend. And it's like you have to kind of go through that aspect of actually saying, will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend? It's bizarre. I don't get the modern way of living. It's like if somebody asked you out, and then it's like the first date is a trial and error, and you might do another date. But when you've been doing that, and maybe even, you know, having, you know, sexual relations with someone, but until that person goes, will you be my girlfriend? You're not the girlfriend. How bizarre is that? I don't. Oh, what? Strange. Right, let's have a look at your situation. Right, okay. So at the moment, we do have the Three of Cups, which is not too bad. So within the Three of Cups here, it is very much about friendships, just keeping things on a simplified way at the moment. So it is room for emotional improvement on a lot of things. So if you have the opportunity to do what I've just grouped that you already are in, it is applicable at this time, because at the moment, they're kind of expressing here with the Three of Swords that there are some issues still to be let go of. So I don't really think that they're going to step with courage forwards at the moment, because of this pain issue. So hopefully they'll be able to. Hello, Momo. How are you? Happy New Year. So hopefully here with this, that they can open up their heart bigger. So just being friendly with them and just being kind of relaxed. You know, don't put any pressure on yourself or him. Will really make things a lot better in that. So it does show when they've go of that painful kind of aspect that they're holding on to, whatever it can be. You've got the Empress card, which is a good aspect to look at, because with the Empress, it is all about letting go. It's the harvest time, it's the patience, it's having those cycles of time. So because you said in time, so this is a good development card, a very nurturing card about what things is. So the more you're around the person, and they see all your qualities, which I think they already know. But it's with that pain that they're still holding that they don't really want to step forward, to make things more official, kind of thing. In what I said before, you know, will you be my girlfriend, etc., etc. So in time, this can come about, if it goes to full term, when we're holding that baby in womb, so to speak. So obviously, some things don't come to head, you know. Some things happen within the womb, but it is a very good card to have of the growth of the situation, especially on a emotional way. So when we have the moon here, another very yin card, it shows that there are cycles to this. So you may see them going up and down. Maybe they won't contact you, and you'll think, what's going on? But as long as you stay relaxed and really highlight what it is that you want for yourself within relationships. Because when people hold on to that pain, as in the Three of Swords, then that they're still in that painful aspect. So depending on how they process pain, which is a little bit difficult at this moment in time, but it's not impossible. So kind of use your intuition to kind of think, well, how are they acting now? Are they going off? Which is okay, because it would take a little bit of time, and you can see that with the Hanged Man as well. But if you remain friends and you remain friendly, and maybe just you know, do play dates, like, oh, do you want to, can you just come shopping with me? I just need your company, and treat it very lightly, then that could be quite more valuable. So there is a period of huge waiting, but use the intuition about how they are. And sometimes if you think, well, in the long run, it's like too much hanging around, too much waiting, then that's going to be difficult. But with the Hanged Man, that's seeing things from a different way. Is it good to have the person in my life the way they are right now? Do I have to put a title on it? Sometimes it's a different way of looking at things. But if you're looking for something deeper, like a marriage relationship and things like that, and you intuitively know, hold on a minute, I really do believe this person's not going to give it to me in time, then you have to reevaluate what's that. Well, a yes and no is a very difficult thing to actually look at. I mean, I'm more inclined to look at it. I mean, it will take a long time. If we were going to put a yes to it, you're looking more to the end of summer, September time, if it was going to happen. Now that's a big if, right? So I'm not saying yes to it, because there's a lot of waiting. There's a lot of cycles that they've got to go through. So when we look at human nature, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this today. And then when today comes, you think, no, I don't want to do that. So it's not an exact science here. It does look very good that you'll remain very friendly and very kind of aspecty. But you could do that. You could sense by asking the right questions. Do they want to have a serious relationship with someone? Because some people choose never, ever, ever to do that, and they settle for a kind of touch, touching on the surface of a person. So it's almost like friends with benefits. People are more happy with than actually going in a more committed relationship. All right, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Hiya guys, we're just doing donated readings today in this session, either by questions at £6.50, or we're doing the year ahead monthly, which is 25 minutes long, to see on a month-to-month process. Okay. Yeah, Big Leo, what is your question? Oh, well, these are still wet. That's very annoying. How they got that. Right, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. And I'll give you a love and romance card as well. Right, let's have a look. Hi guys, just doing donated readings at the moment. Well, alrighty, let's have a look at the tarot. Okay, so this is quite interesting. It's not so much really hazy, idealistic kind of that this person is very practical. You can see this quite significantly. So what we have is when we have the Nine of Wands, it means that they've put a barrier around themselves. So they can't allow themselves to feel deeply about anyone at the moment, right? So it doesn't mean to say the barriers can't come down. And we saw with the other reading that with the Hanged Man, that is waiting and looking at things in a higher perspective. And with the Empress card, that is waiting. So while they're putting that barrier around them, it means that they've been hurt before. And we know that with the Three of Swords. So that barrier is still there. And it's almost like they push people away on purpose. So until that barrier does come down and they can walk forward, then that's going to play a kind of an aspect within how they feel. So people do stop feeling romantic or stop feeling the love by focusing on other things like work or family. And it shows here in one of these cards, is it this one? Yeah, this one. Here with the Ten of Pentacles, that family and loyalty is very important. So we can identify now that maybe somebody hasn't been loyal to them. Maybe somebody cheated on them or something, or they put all their eggs in one basket and they were hurt. They are looking for a bigger relationship. So to give up on this person too quickly might be difficult at times. That's why you've got to be very patient with this for them to blossom, so to speak. So they are a great person. When they show the Ten of Pentacles, that's the abundance and the prosperity and all that kind of situations. And you can make a go of this, and they can too. If only they could just trust that to open up to, you're a great person. What have they got to lose? Nothing, because you've been asking about this for a while. So that to me says that you are very keen on this person. So doesn't that prove to them that you are loyal? So what's the problem? They should just open up to you more. You do have the Ace of Wands. So, so with the Ace of Wands here, this is a good indication that they're beginning to see the possibilities. So when we have the Ace, that is always a yes card. And it does bring a sense of passion. So there is a huge, it's like a volcano, isn't it? When we have a volcano, they can be very dormant. And when they explode, they really explode with passion, romance, and love. So it's a shame in a way that they're suppressing all this. So subconsciously, they probably do, which is good, but they're not showing it. So when they have the Five of Swords, you see here why the Nine of Wands is there. They say, walk away, don't get involved, you've been burned before, you don't want to go there again. So they're telling themselves a lot of nonsense. So it's a shame, isn't it? You just want to go up to them and go, what are you doing? Surely you'd like a happy life than a miserable half life, because that's what they're choosing to do. So that's a shame. That's a shame. So, but at least they have the world within this. So they know how to put romance and passion and love commitment, and loyalty. All those great things that a lot of people look for, but they're just afraid. So when we bring up the romance card, they've got retreat. So it would be really good if what you both could just go away and have a real in-depth look at loyalty, past relationships, and who we are today, because we're always different. So the aspects of romantic feelings, I think there is that dormant volcano, and it will come to the surface that they do care for you, they do love you, but they're just not willing to admit it to themselves. They don't want to. They don't want to admit it to themselves. It's there, you know, but they don't want to admit it, which is a shame, really. So you have to understand that when people have been hurt in the past, it does take a world of experience to kind of go, okay, I have been hurt. It's obviously going to happen again because I'm not healed, you know. And that's what people need to say, but the opposite way. If I heal, then I am ready. It's as simple as that. It's what people do when they put these barriers round and they still have that hurt with the Three of Swords. They go, I don't want a good life. No, it's not for me. I've been hurt before. It's bound to happen again, and it would because that's what they believe. So it's sad, isn't it? So one has to look like this and go, okay, if I take a chance, which was actually, to be fair, the rune message that I've put up on social media, take a chance. So if I was sitting in a cafe with him, I'd say, why don't you just take a chance? What have you got to lose? Now, logically, if you've had a bad relationship before and you've survived, couldn't you do that again? Worst case scenario, they hurt you. Did you survive? Yes. Take it. It's the monthly Major Arcana spread. I was just doing a question. You can donate for questions, and that was a question. So I hope that made sense to you. The board, the information is on the board about month by month. It's a 25-minute reading, January to December. Major Arcana cards. First pack is this one, and the second pack is Inner Child. So this is a month by month look at your year ahead. So hopefully that made sense. So yes, they subconsciously do, and I believe yes. But if you said to them you have romantic feelings about this person, they'd go, no, I don't. So just think of a volcano. It's got that passion underneath, but they're hiding it. So yeah, it's nice, but how long are they going to do that for? So they really do need to have a conversation and really open up a lot more and just take a chance. But it's hard for them because they concentrate so much on the pain of the past, which is sad, isn't it? It's sad why people do that. It's so destructive. It really is. Rubbish, I think, anyway. So yeah, this particular session is donated readings. Questions are £6.50 on PayPal or Cash App, and but we are trying to fit in these readings, the 12-month spread, month by month. I don't know. I haven't done a timetable. I can think about it. Oh, I have to plan it. I don't know. Probably 8 o'clock in GMT time is a good time to do that. To be fair, because I want to fit in little oracle ones. You know, like, oh, let's do more blessing cards. Yeah, you know, for $2 and things like that. So the free sessions are going to be quite minimal within the week. So we just want to get more variety and more in-depth stuff going on. instead of just going blah, 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 blah. So I want more variety, more fun, more kind of in-depth stuff going on. Bringing up this channel to how, yeah, I want it, not how you guys want it. So, which doesn't make sense, does it? But yeah, so we'll do sessions with all fairies, we'll do them with all dragons, we'll do them with all goddesses, things like that. And then the free questions or the free oracle thing, because the other channels can be more free, can't they? Because I do have 2 other channels on here. So this one's going to be mainly for donated readings, mainly. Does that make sense, Georgia? Thank you, Valerie. So yeah, people who are passing through, what this session is donated readings. And we're doing the year ahead spread, which is 12 months, 12 cards, does take about 25 minutes, and it will be recorded on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Pure Joy Tarot, forever. So you can have a look at that whenever you like. So this is a month by month reading. Have I known that? But in the meantime, I will give Georgia a card and Valerie a card. I'll give you a tarot message today, girls. Right, we'll do Valerie first. This will confuse the masses. Right, let's have a look for Valerie today. Right, Valerie, what do you have? You've got the Queen of Swords today. So, Valerie, with the Queen of Swords, it's focusing on what you need to focus on. So, really gathering all what you want to learn and really, really focusing on that to actually achieve one thing instead of being fractured everywhere. It's really process what it is that you want. So, for you, basically focusing, that is the mind, inspire to focus and achieve. So lots of visualizations as well for Val. And let's do Georgia. No worries. Getting things done. I hope your daughter's all right as well. I do hope your daughter's all right. Right, this is for Georgia. Hi guys, how are you today? Hopefully everyone's all right. Just doing a general card for my moderators, but donations of $6.50 for questions or $8.50 for the year ahead reading. Wow, finally. Right, Georgia, you've got the Tower. So things that need to be broken down is very much like the epiphany of your life kind of thing. So things do get broken down so you can heal on the most magnificent way and create the space for the newness to have. So don't get annoyed at things that are breaking down. It's for your highest good. So it's like those epiphanies. It's always been enlightened, but it can be quite fiery at times. But yeah, it's a good omen that things are changing, which is really, really good. She's back eating now. Yay. Good morning. How are you? Tiffany, how are you today? Are you fine? Are you fine today? So, yeah. So this is the, I'm still doing this to try and get people, catch people on the different time zones of their life. So this is a year to year ahead, but failing that, if people have already had that, we're doing the donation questions of £6.50. Yeah, no one really likes the tower, but I do, because it is that big change that has to happen in our life. So that's why I got excited. Yay, the tower. So a new way of thinking or emotionally adjusting is good. Guys, hi, how are you doing? So yeah, it needs to happen. Shake-ups always need to happen. You know, it's like having a rug, isn't it? And it's been in a house for a year, and yeah, take it outside, give it a good shake. Give her a good shake. Or I suppose people have carpets now, and the Hoover. That's not a good shake. We used to have a 70s advert which had it's called Shake and Vac, and you shake and vac, you put the goods in vac. Mad Soul, I remember, but it was funny. So shaking things up is always a good thing to actually do, isn't it? So thanks for being here, guys. It's good to see you all. We are actually doing the full reading of the year ahead, month by month, with major arcana cards. It is £8.50 on PayPal or Cash App. You can choose this particular pack of the major arcana, pack 1, or Inner Child cards spreads, which uses the fairy tales. Do they still sell Shake and Vac? Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. That's hilarious. They still sell it. Oh, well, that's hilarious. Mad Soul, do you want a card of the day? They'll probably say no. I get one anyway. Well, let's do a Mad Soul. That's our New Year's resolution. Oh, why do these cards jump all over the place? Stop it. Stop it. Hello, Kendall. How are you? Georgia, it's on YouTube. Sarah, how are you today? So we're doing the year ahead readings with the major arcana. So we're using these cards, which is the mystical moment ones, as pack 1, or we're choosing the inner child cards, which are absolutely fantastic. So you do get 1 card per month, obviously. It does last 25 minutes, and I'll keep it on here. So throughout the year, you can see that. So that's only £8.50 on PayPal or Cash App. And these are really great cards, mystical moments. Or if you just want a normal question, it's £6.50. So that's what's going on here, just to give people the opportunity when they do come in that they are first, instead of having a load of free people and then, jumping in. All right. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Tiffany. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Thank you, Tiffany. That's awesome. So let's have a look. So tell me if you want, Tiffany, thank you. Tell me if you want pack 1, which is normal, if you can call it normal, major arcana, or if you want the fairy tale one. So pack 2, this is pack 2. Tell me if you want pack 1 or pack 2. Yeah. Right, that's about. Thanks for the donation. So this it's as we are talking now, it's been recorded over on Pure Joy Tarot on YouTube. So throughout the forever really, make a note of today, 3rd of January, and it's on that session. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. Right, okay. So, Tiffany, hello, Harvey. We're just doing this at the minute. So, private number. Ooh la la. Private number. Ooh. I've made it. The Prime Minister's ringing me. So, anyway, so so strange. Right, okay. I'm glad I wasn't in the middle of when that was rudely interrupted. So within this video, it'll be after an hour, and then your video starts. So Tiffany, first of all, we do have the Tower in January. So just as somebody else got the Tower, we do need to change things up significantly. We've been oppressed too long as a society. As a world, we have definitely been suppressed. So shake-ups are always a good thing. We have to think for ourselves. We have to change the way our soul and our spirit is carrying on. What does the Prime Minister need? Bleeding hell. Honestly, right, I wonder. Stop it. Okay. So, stupid Prime Minister, go away. I'm busy. So, rudely interrupted again. How dare they? So, we do have here this whole shake-up. A lot of the times on a spiritual journey, it has been, like the enlightenment. So, when we have the light and the sound of spiritual energy, it comes in and it does knock our socks off. So when it does that, it shakes us up to the value of what we thought was real isn't real. So within January, you'll probably get a lot of epiphanies, maybe about who you are as a person and where you are going. On a mundane level, things can fall away. It's a lot like the Kundalini energy, that things do need to be broken down before things get better. So if you feel this, what a great time to actually feel it at the beginning of the year to make everything flow more in harmony. So this could be a spiritual awakening and a soul journey purpose that things do need to change. So sometimes it's down to us to do that, and sometimes the universe helps us by kicking out things that are no longer needed. So just kind of have a little. He's moving to Florida. Look at him. Look at him. Well, that is a big change, isn't it? Oh, sad. Well, not sad, but it's good for them. They've got to go out the nest sometimes. But there are other things that can give you a kind of spaces to have those epiphany moments. So it can, a lot of people don't like this card because it is about pain, but we have to realize we're bigger than pain, physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain. So it's a need. It's a need. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It'll happen, hopefully. So I'll keep relating to that card because it is important. So in February, you've just wished for something and it's come true. That's how fast some people do their stuff. So in February, you do have the High Priestess, and this is the gifts of psychic ability, intuition. And if you really do think out the box and question things all the time, then your intuition will kick in. Like I've got a friend, she just said to me today, she's bought an oracle deck, and the person who did the oracle deck, she found the pictures were fantastic, but the meanings were rubbish. So she's looked at the cards, looked at the symbolism, and researched it, and she's written down her whole different aspect. And she said she's going to use her intuition as well. That's how people should read. You know, another person's opinion of something is totally different. So when you use your own intuition about something, you get a deeper knowledge about stuff. All right. So this will be a very important year ahead for you in February, using your own intuition. Ah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, use your intuition. Don't go what the book says. Me and Mad Soul Tarot are always banking on about this. If the meaning of the tower is collapse and you think it's joy, then that's you are the reader. You are the intuitive about what is and what's not. So don't allow anybody to tell you that no, it means this. No, it doesn't. It means whatever you want it to mean. So if you're looking at red curtains and I'm looking at green curtains, that's correct. So you might say, oh, well, those curtains are shutting. And I might say, no, they're opening. So there are always different ways of looking at things and different interpretations. Okay. You just use your intuition because you are the boss in every situation. All right. So that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, 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 good. So in March, we have the world. Well, you have the world. I'm on not. So in March, all these possibilities for you are coming to really grasp the situations of your life. So the world is very much one of those things where we can place over our heart. So it is a green planet, and we can see the love of ourself and what's around us, and the capabilities of we are the universe. So as the world turns and spins, if you believe in a globe, if you're a flat earther, I don't know what happens. so, so it's a joke. Yeah, you know, either or. As we said, are the curtains shutting or are they opening? You know. So the globe here is a kind of aspect where you know everything and you can learn from these lessons of the past that you're more wiser and you know things. So the chapters that may have happened here in January, whoops, upside down, in January with the tower, you can use all those experiences now to go into a newness, a new chapter with your own intuition, with your own spiritual journey of how you see things or don't see things, but never be fixed. Like I don't know what star sign you are, but sometimes we have to be more fluid and evolving and go with the flow, and that's a good epiphany to have in January. So with the world, it's like this person is holding two things, balancing act, which is quite interesting. But it's almost here to really reflect on what we can let go of as well. So the endings bring about new beginnings in a more wiser way for the soul, because the soul does the beginning to the end. That's what the major arcana is. So I mean that's a kind of a rule. Whether you want to take that rule or not, that's absolutely fine, because as I said, you're the reader. So this is a good card for you to look at astrological aspects as well. is a good tool for you to do, and the world is one of those astrological beings of an indication of your heart. Capricorn, hey, not very fluid. Yeah, but you work hard, so that's good. March, April. So, April. What a great placement for the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, and April is Aries. So for you, we're talking about starting, and the Emperor is always about new beginnings, and I am. So you might find you're quite powerful within yourself, and you're getting more confidence, and you're getting more youngness, and you're doing more. So you are the creator here and not the puppet. You're the puppeteer and not the puppet. So this is a great month for you in April. It's like ding, maybe you go to Florida and sit in that sunshine and everything's great. But it is about really initiating that beginningness. What a great thing to have realized everything after the world. Now you've got the beginning. So things are really going to kick off for yourself in a good way, to actually motivate, see everything changing, making change, seeing yourself as a valuable person, seeing things in a very logical way, but also in a hopefully a fluid way as well. So maybe you can take that on board, the fluid way of the yin of the high priestess in that previous month, February, and kind of keep that going, that yinness, that yin and as well. But yeah, so that's a good start, being in charge of who you are, definitely. Yay. May, let's see what May. We got the Hermit. So this is a good card to really embrace that change that was happening at the beginning of the year. This is more reflective and seeing the beauty of who you are. So it is a kind of a good balance between the male energy of the Emperor, and now we've got the feminine aspect of the Hermit, which is the Virgo trait, if you know about that. So the Virgo is about beauty. Maybe paying attention to your emotions in this particular month. It is going to be something to reflect on. So really jot that down, or revisit it on YouTube. About this particular month for you is going to be very inward, the inward journey. So obviously paying attention to your spirituality is also good. Maybe meditating, reflecting, and really doing revision of what you already know. Okay, so that's a lovely month, that. Are we on June? Yeah, June. June. Ooh. June. Right. Probably you know that the devil is the Capricorn card. So this can be a time where what you've reflected the month before, you might, I hate to say this, I never use this because I hate the word, but because it's the devil and you're in Capricorn, I have to mention selfishness, because not that you are selfish, but and I think there's nothing wrong with being selfish. It's almost like, yeah, if I want time off, I'll have time off. Do you know what I mean? And if that's selfish, so be it. But with the devil here, it's almost like you have to learn to let some things go, that are no longer applicable. So this might be a very fleeting aspect, and I think it's more for you to realize what Capricorn is as a person, whether you go bigger than that, whether you've studied the astrology the month before, because as I said, this is like the revision of what's going on. So I think for you, for the devil, it's more paying attention to, okay, now then, do I really believe my sun sign is who I am? What's my ascendant? Where's my moon? Etc. is who I am. I've had the epiphanies in January with that tower. I know I'm changing on a huge way. And do I want to put myself back in the box? So paying attention to that intuition before and about how you read or how you want to, get yourself into different areas within your life. This is the time to do it. this is using the Emperor energy in the months before to really go, yes, I have got the confidence and the strength, and I am not going to be who I think I am, a mother, a wife, a girlfriend, a sister, a daughter, and all those kind of little boxes that we put ourselves in. So this is so, so important to kind of move out of those situations. But looking at Capricorn energy as well. So it's kind of a good time. It is 6 months on from your birthday. So this is almost like looking at who you are as a person in the 10th house if you do natal charts. So, you know, it is 6 months. Well, it's a bit more than 6 months on. It's in the 10th house, but definitely looking at what you bring as a self. So, because you are Capricorn, it'll be in your first house, which is about self. So again, that's why I said looking at who you are as a person and what you want to develop further. So that is quite an interesting month. Really interesting. For me, it is anyway. July, August, September, October. Yeah, I've done it right. Right, July. July, now you've got the sun here in July, which is a great time for summertime. Yay! So this is the whole creativity now of what you can use. Now there's a saying: make hay. No, make hay while the sun shines. And that is be very productive. This is the yang card. So more yang energy going on. So this is a doing. So even though people have a vacation in July, you know, oh, time off, I deserve a holiday. Yeah, you do, but it's always good to do that things. So it's the creativity and the motivation of how you can see life moving forward. Still paying attention to the intuition and really still meditating, really. You may have got yourself in a good habit, but now that this is the right time to actually do that, because you see the bird over her head. It's like you're wanting to release that inspiration to the world in a very young way. So maybe that maybe self-employment or just doing something out in the open and really facing that challenge. So for you, face the challenges of what's to come in a very young, happy, positive way. Lovely jubbly. August, you have temperance. So with temperance, you can see that we can change significantly. And of course, we're going to revisit that January where we have that tower. So if you still not felt the change, this is the last healing aspect of that. The sun in the previous month boils things away or burns things away that's no longer needed. So it highlights everything. So it's highlighted for you that change is possible. And with that world, remember the world when we said that's healing from the heart, that little bit here has been done, and it makes you more active and more motivated just to make things happen on the bigger scale for you. So this is very learning about you even a bigger way. So this year is all about you, really, and how you have changed, developed and healed to move to the bigger journey. So that was August. Now we've got September and autumn time. So because you had the Hermit before, what you reflect in that particular month, you do have it with death. So reflecting on the change, reflecting on what needs to be let go. Here in September is a good time to put the old Tiffany to bed now. You are completely changed. This is complete transformation. The phoenix rising, the newness, the rebirth. What a wonderful, I'm very happy for you in this year. I really do hope you can embrace this. So the more pure mind, when we do rebirth, it's like the ending of the world has come. And this is your time to shine. This is your time for rebirth. The newness of who you are will really be highlighted. So if we look back in January in that tower, everything has to change. So allow the change, you know. Oh, I've lost my house, I've lost my job, I've lost my relationship, I've lost this, I've lost this. On the higher picture, you know it's for your better good, because by September time, the whole transformation of who you are is there. So allow things to crumble away if it needs to because what is left in its place is a magnificent phoenix rising, like the peacock, the beauty, the rainbows, everything can you imagine is there. And you did have the temperance. Was that the month before? Yeah. So this last healing that's happened, you'll completely have transformed. This is absolutely marvelous. Marvelous. Then you have a wonderful placement here in October with Justice. So this here in October, which is the leap month. So you'll go, well, it's about time. Yeah, obviously about time. A lot of people, when they're age 40, they go, life begins at 40. And then by age 50, they go, yeah, we can do what we like with that. I'm so wise and you don't care about this and that. And this has got the feel, it's a justification of who you are. You don't have to make excuses. You are who you are. And yeah, and holding the sword of truth can reflect that to you. So anything, yeah, truths are revealed. You're like, whoa, I really see this from the bigger perspective. So having the justice within your life, you'll really know that, yeah, that phoenix was so amazing to come, that you do have the justice. And it's like, I realize what had to be let go of. I really realize now, and now it is definitely my time to shine. And I know I will always be holding that sword of truth. Wonderful. November, we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant here is very much about, spirituality. So it's always been the Pope or whatever. So sometimes we feel connected to our spiritual self, and sometimes we don't. A lot of the times, one has to always ask people who should know things and don't know things. But this one is very much about you be your own boss. You connect to what you do connect, because it's no good falling into boxes again, or traps, or tradition, or cultures, or whatever, and putting ourselves, yeah, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a this, and keep going on that. You're bigger than that. So it's like remembering the devil, how we're releasing things. This is about connecting on that magnetism of the positive and the negative, and that battery effect comes together. So coming together on your spiritual journey, about what you said at the beginning of this reading, I wish I did have spiritual gifts. Everybody does, but everybody blocks it. So when you open it, as in the tower, bing, it'll be there. So it is almost like a choice. But see, this has always been about spiritual warriors. If people, anyone, wants to know the ultimate truth, it's there. So connecting to yourself on a spiritual level is always there. So kind of take that on board in November. And the end of the year is really, from the death card, September, into winter. It's basically all the same. Your spiritual awakening, rebirth, because at the end of the year, you've got the moon. Yeah. You have that truth. You hold that sword of truth. You be the judge. You be the judge of all judges, because you are. Everyone is, but they don't know, or they don't choose to know it. So you might as well know it and hold that sword of truth and go, yeah. Don't come near me. I've got a giant sword. Yeah. I've got the power. I'm Luke Skywalker. Give me the force. Zoom, 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 zoom. And then you got the moon, which is very reflective and very in. So this is a time where you might have more peace, you might have more dreams of the super conscious, you might be more psychic, really develop the whole year with this. So reflect on what you have achieved within the year, because it's been a great year, let's face it. Come on. For you, to open up and know who you are. So with the moon, it is illuminated about what is on the hidden aspect. So paying attention maybe to your birth natal chart and what's in the 12th house, because this is in the placement of what's hidden, and that is about the 12th house, what's hidden. So having a look for you in your own natal chart, what planets are there and what has changed, it is good to unearth. So psychic intuition, which has been the spiritual. So you've got the 3 spiritual cards within the year, the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Hierophant. So it has been a really great awakening. And you've got the Hermit, which is very much going inside and giving yourself time. So it's all very, very, very reflective about who you are as a person, and knowing that subconscious, and being selfish about wanting your own time. If people are saying, oh, can you just do this, and you want to read a book, or you want to meditate, or you want to do that, just say, no, I can't. You know, because I'm doing this. So it's about being more truthful about yourself and where you are. So I think that's a great year ahead, don't you? Whoa. Yay. So it starts with throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. Yeah, well, don't just do it next year. Do it every so often. So that's why it's there. So say, for instance, you're feeling a little bit down. I mean, I'll just listen to my year ahead reading. Oh, yeah. I've got to do that. Because the thing about tarot, right? People can do it very, very slow. Like you can see, oh yeah, you got the marriage card here. Yeah, that's good, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. And people don't do their inner work, because for you, this year is all about inner work and seeing that character come out. Yeah, yeah. So listen often when you've got time. Oh, I've got 20 minutes. I'll listen to my reading, or you can highlight it, or what you can do if you want, get a piece of paper and a pen and just write down the bullet points. So it's almost like an affirmation journey. Oh, I've got to do that. Got to do that. You know, do anything that's beneficial for you to make things, you know, move forward. But yeah, it looks a great year ahead. I'm very happy for you. It's all about the power within you. Power within you. That's the main title of who you are. Power within you, in a very kind of strong way. Hiya, Jessica. Yes, we're doing year ahead readings for people. Or if they want to donate for a question, it is £6.50. So Tiffany, I think that's wonderful. You know, and it comes to an age where people do go through those aspects, but because you want to go through a spiritual kind of awakening, it's definitely there. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you're so clever, Mansell. Yeah. If you donate on PayPal or Cash App, £6.50 for questions, or if people want a year to year, not a year to year, God, a month to month aspect, then that's okay too. Yeah. So the year ahead reading is 12 cards of the Major Arcana card, using the deck number 1. Or if people like fairy tales and inner child work, or of really realizing within a story just what is going on, then these could be the cards for you. And these are the inner child cards. So this is a month to month 12 card spread. So that's not too bad. Hi guys. So I kind of read Mansell Tarot that Georgia said it was spot on your reading. So that's quite good. Oh, you're 47 now. I've just read that. Oh. Right. Oh, my neck. I should take a break, shouldn't I, really? Lazy person I am. Right, so what we're doing here, if people need to know, is we are doing the year ahead 12 month to month reading of £8.50. Payable on PayPal or Cash App. So there are no free readings this session. If people do want a donated reading for questions, it is £6.50. Yeah, it's quite a good idea to timestamp them. That takes ages for creators to do. Stop, write it down, stop, type it out. But yeah, it's a good idea, timestamping it. He's full of good ideas today, is my soul tarot. Definitely. But yeah, it's a good year ahead, that. I think I'm inspired to do mine. Should do mine. Is Val gone now as well? Right, everyone's gone. Me moderators are bored. So, Hello, Kate. How are you? Happy New Year. So in this particular session at the moment, we're just doing donations. First of all, we're trying to catch up on the year ahead, month by month, of the major arcana cards. So using this deck as number one, and the deck is the inner child card. Divine Goddess, how are you? Happy New Year. So we're using this one as number two. How are you? So, or if people have got questions, it is £6.50 on PayPal or Cash App. So just giving the space for people to realise that you can do your month by month readings here for the year ahead, and it is recorded on YouTube. So it is a 25-minute reading on YouTube, as well as here, for your prosperity. So you can look at it at your leisure whenever. So how's Divine Goddess today? What happens over New Year? I haven't even seen the fireworks. Mental. Right. So if anyone wants to have a reading today, if they've got questions, they can donate £6.50. Or we're trying to catch up with the year ahead monthly major arcana readings. For people. I know the chat is very slow, and we will catch up with your what you're going to type. Oh, it's hard now. So hopefully everyone's having a nice year so far. Or if they're not, why not? Why aren't you having a good year so far? Can't believe it's a new year. Strange. Right. I think we'll take a break and come back later. So thank you to my moderators, Georgina, Val, Mad Salt Tarot, and we'll see you all later. Is that okay? So we will be doing this later as well, just to catch up, because it is important to know month by month the general overall view of how we are. Okay, so having a break. See you later.